This beautiful Sunday morning, I'm here enjoying the worship service around me, people singing, the songs of activities, people cleaning the yard. Um, just enjoying a typical Sunday morning amidst this COVID virus. As you can see before me, it's a big plume of smoke. Now, this has compelled me to make a video on some of the issues that I have in Jamaica, particularly as someone who is interested in the built environment, architecture and construction. And how can that influence the country? How can that influence nation building? And we just had a general election where the people have decided who they want to elect the government, who they want to run the country. And what we must learn from this is we as the people have the power. This is a democracy. This is not an autocracy where whatever the government hands down to us, a totalitarian regime where whatever the government says has to be done. We as the people have the power. Now this big plume of smoke that I bring to your attention is one of the major issues. Is we as the people who have the power in the country, one of the major issues that I have with Jamaica. From my standpoint, politicians are not the major problem in Jamaica. The major problem in Jamaica is we as the people. How we deal with the environment, how we deal with each other. Understand me? What we demand of each other, what we demand of the government. That's the problem I have with Jamaica. Right? The politicians are just facilitators of the power of the people. But what we find happen quite often, that politicians manipulate the power of the people to so often serve their agenda. Now people burning the fumes after this. If I was making this video, I'd go inside of my house. And even if I was inside of the house, I'd still be exposed to noxious and toxic fumes. Now, this is detrimental to the environment and detrimental to our health. And we have to take more responsibility over our environment, over the way we build our houses, over the way we dispose our garbage, over the way we treat each other, over the way we treat the environment. There's a certain personality in how we behave as a people where, I every time I travel, I've drawn the conclusion that number one, slavery, it seems, is an inevitable reality. And whoever, or a person or a people who is not enslaved to themselves and their ideals is bound to become slave to somebody else. I'm sure we have quite often heard the saying that says, if you don't work on your dreams, you're bound to work. Somebody will pay you to work on theirs to fulfill their dreams. And that's true. It's the same thing with slavery. I could go down into another topic of slavery. What is slavery? What caused slavery? In my opinion, you understand me. But that's for another time. But at this moment, we as a people, we need to become more responsible. We need to set out a set of principles by which we live, which dictates our actions, our culture, personality of our people, where we set out rules by which we live together. This is what's lacking in a country like Jamaica, a beautiful country which has great potential. You understand me? It has great potential, but we as a people have to take initiative. We have to take initiative because we're living in a democracy where we have the power to demand certain things. Right? So people, let us appreciate the environment. Let us appreciate each other. Let us not live with this self-centered view where I do what I want to do and I don't care how it affects my neighbors or my brothers and sisters. No. We need to deviate from that kind of individualistic mentality. We need to become collectivist. We need to think about the group. You understand me? Because the more we look out for the group, is the more all of us will benefit. So actions like these, we have to stop actions like these. The way we drive on the roads, I've also drawn another conclusion that the need to survive will bring out the best or the worst out of us, right? And I've seen cultures that the need to survive band the people together, and people make solutions that benefit the group. But in Jamaica, quite often we see the need to survive bring out the worst out of us, where we are very individualistic and we think about ourselves and the things that a lot of times people achieve things to really brag and boast on others. We have to get out of that mentality. We have to develop a mentality and an attitude of preservation of the group, of each other, look out for each other. And quite frankly, that is the reason, that is my belief why slavery existed in the first place, because as a group we don't have a collectivist mentality, and as such people just come into our group, they manipulate us and take advantage of us. It happened in just a few 100 years ago, and it's happening even now. Because we don't think as a group and look out for each other and defend each other, we are eroding from within, and people come from outside of us and exploit us. So it have to stop. We have to start look out for each other. The need to survive should bring out the best out of each and every one of us. Alright?